to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Hand off Isaac Brown. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Here's Mensah to throw. Got a man. It's Fletcher.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe some room here. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Offense set on 1st down. fires to the tight end. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's McCoy. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. We've reached the end of the quarter and Miami is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Again, it's Brown. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Gets the back moving. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Mensah. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows.
But, and he's got room. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Cardinals. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Throwing, Mensah. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Using the quick game. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Canes have pushed it inside the 20. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Back to pass on second down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All by himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First down here for the offense. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Louisville calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Looking to throw on third. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. At time, as both teams head into the locker room, we're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. The short hands, it's Vaughn. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but watch him. He can make guys miss, outrun, turn those little bitty catches into big plays.
Got a little grass. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. He's up to 57 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. headed back out on the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Making side adjustments here. First down, right back to Brown. There's some room. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Hand off for Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
They'll run with Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's a great idea, man. Keep finding the big fella. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's been really the bright spot for this offense, Jesse. I would continue to find ways. If I'm going to get back in it, I think it's got to go through him.
I think you're right, David. And as a defense, you've got to know now this is the guy they're looking for. He's hurt us often. We play man, we play zone, linebackers or safeties. Who's ever covering him, we've got to find a way now to get him bracketed so they stop throwing his way.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40.
Wide 53! Wide 53! Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Hey, come on, let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down.
Flag 14! Flag 14!
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's McCoy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. It's caught downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
He wants to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Escape! 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 Found him! Blue idiot!
He wants to throw it again. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Brown. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Brown again. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first.
Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tosses it back. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants it all. This time it's complete. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on.